Welcome to Shom Machshav on the Daf. Shir sponsor Lui Nishmas Harim B'Yaakov Shalom Le'Abbas Yitzchok. We're holding in Shavuos Daf Lamed Beis. This Daf is learned on the day of Shavuos, Chag Shavuos, and there's a very beautiful connection to what's going on in this Daf to the Moyed that we're holding in. The Gemara in Amud Aleph, and then towards the end of Amud Beis, the Gemara brings that here, how do two Eidim connect together? They connect with the idea of Toch Kedei Dibur. Toch Kedei Dibur, Kedibur Dami, and therefore you can have two Eidim that are talking with one within Toch Kedei Dibur of each other, and that's how they connect to be one Eidus. Now in the past, we brought, both in the Shurim of Nedarim Daf Pei Zayin and Bobekama Daf Ayin Gimel, the idea of what is Toch Kedei Dibur all about. So the Ran in Nedarim, he brings a Rabbeinu Tam that says Toch Kedei Dibur is because Rabbanan or Misakin, that person could stop from doing a deal in order to say hello to his Rebbe. The Ran asks the Rabbeinu Tam, if so how can he do that with the Oraises? He speaks about Nedarim, in the Gemara in the Shavuos. Now the Rabbanan are going against the Torah and saying the Shavuos is Nachal, the Shavuos is Chal, because a person is able to speak to his Rebbe. How does that make sense? So therefore the Ran says the Pshat is because of Gemirus Das. A person is not Goymer Daitoi until passes the time of Toch Kedei Dibur. And this is also very difficult to understand with our Gemara, because our Gemara has nothing to do with Gemirus Das. It has to do with two Eidim connecting to each other. So because one still doesn't have Gemirus Das, the second one can connect them, a little harder to understand. But even a stronger question on the Ran is what the Achronim bring. So the Gemara says Toch Kedei Dibur regarding a maise. If a person did Kriya on a mace, and he did it too early, but Toch Kedei Dibur, the mace died, so the Kriya works. What Gemirus Das you have over there? It's nothing to do with Gemirus Das. The fact that the mace died within Toch Kedei Dibur doesn't make it Gemirus Das. So why will the Toch Kedei Dibur work? So Shimon Shkov famously explains that Toch Kedei Dibur means the smallest unit of time. Meaning, the world has time, and time is divided to small units. What is the smallest unit of time according to Chazal? It is Toch Kedei Dibur, which means anything that happens within Toch Kedei Dibur is happening within the smallest unit of time. It's happening at the same time. This time doesn't stop in this world. The world has a mahalach of time. Time is moving. So every single unit of time has to have some time to it. What is the smallest unit? Toch Kedei Dibur. Anything that happens within Toch Kedei Dibur is considered to happen at the same time. And as explained in the past, this Yisoid of Shimon Shkop connects to Yisoidus and Machshava. The Vilna Gaon tells us in Aderes Eliyahu, beginning of Bereshis, the Gemara tells us Bereshis not Mimaimer. Bereshis was also something was created, the word Bereshis. What was created with Bereshis? Time. Hakadosh Baruch Hu said Bereshis bara Elokim. That's when time started. Bereshis means the beginning. Beginning means that you have a continuation. That's the idea of time. When the world is created, you have a creation of time. And the Oimekainin is that the world is a world of a process. What's the process? There's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end. The world is going towards something. So the world is created as a process. Time is a process. You go from one end to another end. And this is what's brought down Chazal, and so brings the Tshuvas Rashbo. It brings the same idea. The question, the pasuk says, Ki sheishis yomim bara Hashem. K'shmul created sheishis yomim. He should have said, Ki bes sheishis yomim bara Hashem. K'shmul created the world within 6 days. It doesn't say that. It says the world was created as a 6-day process. Ki sheishis yomim bara Hashem. K'shmul created the world, a world of 6 days. Which means the world was created as a process of 6. 6 days in the week. Shit Alfei Shni is for the world. There's the idea of the world. The world is a mahalach, is a process. One of the biggest kfirs, as the Ramban tells us in the end of Pashas Boi, is that they say the oilam is kadma, and the world was never created. It was always there. If you believe the world was created, that means there's a creator that created the world. So the world has a mahalach that goes from one point to another and is supposed to achieve something. That's the whole imuno. That's the whole process, the whole idea of the world of time, the world of process. And the whole gilui of the world comes through ma'amoris, through talks of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. A talk, by definition, is something that goes in time. Re'iyah, a person can see something in one split moment. But to speak, the whole idea of speaking is time. You take syllables, you connect them to words, you connect the words to sentences, and throughout time, you create a dibur. Dibur cannot be revealed without time. And because this world is a world of dibur HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Shakol nihiya bidvaroi, everything is created with dibur. So the gilui of the dibur is through time. That's what my Rebbe Moshe Shapir always used to say, that every item in the world, how do you call an item in Lashon HaKodesh? An item is davar. Davar zeh, davar. Davar lashon dibur. Everything in the world is a revelation of the dibur HaKadosh Baruch Hu. HaKadosh Baruch Hu, which is revealed in the world, but is revealed as process, as a mahalach going from one place to another. So mainly the smallest unit of time must be at least something you could say, some dibur. What is dibur? Toch Kedei Dibur. The smallest unit of time is defined by the smallest unit of dibur. That's why anything that happens Toch Kedei Dibur is considered to be happening at the same time. That's the oimik of what Reb Shimon Shkop is saying. But now let's add to here another nekudo that connects to Shavuos. As Rav Yitzchak Isaac Chover writes in the Ha'aris Epische Shar, Olam Hazeh is created as a world of units. And that's why you can add to the units, or you can subtract from the units. You can make it more. The Torah starts with the word Bereshis, with the letter Beis. Beis is Lashon Bracha. I mean, you have something, and then you add to it. And this is the idea of the Mahalach that we have in the world. But that is this world. The Torah HaKadoshah, the Torah is before the world. The Torah is everything is Echad. There's no Mahalach over there. It's Kidui Echad of Hashem Echad U'Shmo Echad. And therefore, when the Torah is given to Klal Yisrael, is given through Aseres HaDibros. What is the first letter of Aseres HaDibros? The letter Aleph, not Beis. Beis is this world, units. But the Aseres HaDibros starts with the letter Aleph, Anoichi. And according to what we're learning, the concept of a mahalach, of a dibur, of a process is this world. The Torah is kol kulo hechod. There's no mahalach over there. So Emil is never nifla moed, what we saw earlier in the Masechta. Zachar v'shamar b'dibur echad nemru. When the Torah is mizgala, we don't have diburim. We have everything happening at one time. Dibur by definition is something which takes time. And the Torah is above time. So Zachar v'shamar b'dibur echad nemru, there's no diburim, everything is at one shot. V'doik shadvarim amukim. Anyone who wants to join the Shomach Shava email list, so what's a good please email shomachshava@gmail.com.